Hello, everyone, and welcome to Revit Robot Interoperability, the live webinar. This webinar today is hosted by Global eTraining and Digital School Technical Design College, along with some amazing guest speakers from BIMWize, who we'll introduce in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining today. I think it's going to be a really great webinar, and we're going to have a ton of great information from BIMWize, who are definitely the experts and know what they're talking about, so we're really glad to have them. My name is Jessa Tracy. I'm the marketing manager here at Global eTraining and Digital School Technical Design College. And like I said, we're just so happy to have you guys on. I'm just going to start off with a brief overview of Global eTraining as well as Digital School. It'll only take a few minutes, and then I'll just do a couple little housekeeping things as well to get us started before we have BIMWize come on for the bulk of the webinar today. I might actually just start with the housekeeping things just so you guys are aware. We will be doing some kind of live question answer time at the end of the webinar today. So if you do have any questions about anything I talk about Global eTraining or Digital School, or if you do have any questions about any of the main kind of chunk of the webinar as well from BIMWize, feel free to ask any of those questions. Depending on whether you're on your phone or computer or tablet, where you ask the questions might be different. For a lot of people, I know it's on a bar on the right-hand side, but it should just look like a little conversation bubble or a question mark. So you can feel free to click that and ask any questions you have. If there's anything you need more clarification on, if there's anything you'd like us to follow up with you about, feel free to put it there and we're happy to do so. In addition, anything we kind of mentioned during today's webinar, we will be following up with a follow-up email about. So no worries, if you're interested in something and want to learn more, you have all of the opportunity to do so, and we're happy to meet with you and discuss. With that in mind, though, I am just going to get into the little Global eTraining and Digital School overviews so that we can get this webinar going. So you should be able to see my screen here. First, I'm just going to go over Global eTraining, just a few slides on this. So for those who don't know, or maybe for those who do, Global eTraining is an online training solution specifically catering to the architecture, engineering, construction, and manufacturing industries. We're built for those who aspire to lead the world through BIM. We help teams get up to speed quickly, adopt standard processes and workflows, and get more done from anywhere. We have the best course authors like BIMWize, we'll get into that in a minute, a personal course interface, powerful management tools, and the easiest course building platform in the entirety of the industry. So Global eTraining really does train with the most effective BIM teams and individuals. So these are just a few points about what makes Global eTraining so great. There's a few of them, but trust when I say there's a whole lot more even. So we do offer company and project specific training that helps with productivity, efficiency, and engagement. We have a really simple, easy implementation onboarding process that is guided. We help with increased adoption of BIM softwares and best practices, attraction and retention of top talent, increased environmental sustainability. We help to sharpen relevant skills. We help you to upskill in lockstep with the industry. I think we all know the AEC industry is always evolving. The softwares are always updating. There's always new versions. So this is something we really strive to stay on top of and help you stay on top of. We do also offer certification objectives for Autodesk and building transformations, which was formerly CanBIM, and we're a really cost-effective skills training solution. We do offer packages or subscriptions to for lots of different kinds of people or needs. So individuals, education institutions, teams of all different sizes worldwide. So this does say Team Solutions Overview, and this is an overview of our team solutions, but lots of these points do apply to our individual subscriptions or our education solutions as well. So we do offer access to the largest course library in the AEC space. We do offer access to an Autodesk software plugin, a really personalized custom learner experience, simple course builder, wildly extensive reporting and tracking, skills assessments, custom learning paths, dedicated customer success management, and help desk support. Just to kind of wrap up the global e-training presentation here, we do have a couple limited time promotions that I could not let you guys leave without hearing about. So firstly, we do have a studio trial. We do always offer a 7-day trial for individuals, but recently we introduced the limited time studio trial. So this does allow you and your team or colleagues or whoever you like to try out global e-training, and not just the individual solutions, but the entirety of our solutions. So that's no holds barred access to our course builder, our management, tracking, reporting solutions, our course content library, just everything. So if you want to check that out, it will be in the follow-up email after today's webinar. Additionally, we do have a super limited time promotion. It's just for May, and I believe it's already the 17th. So there's still time to take advantage. It's called the Get More promotion. So whether you're a current customer and just want to renew or upgrade your license, your plan, or if you're new to global e-training, this all applies to you. So if you spend $4,500, you do receive an additional 20% credit to use for any of our premium content libraries. So that's leadership and business skills, safety premium OSHA plus, so that does include OSHA certification, and safety essentials bundle. So those are just really in-depth extra content that you can get for free, essentially credit towards. So that's the Get More promotion. Once again, the link will be in the follow-up email. And I also just wanted to bring up a few of the amazing things we've gotten through our partners, our friends at BIMWize. So we're proud to offer courses authored by BIMWize that they're going to kind of be talking about today, and they'll get way more in depth with than I will. But obviously Revit's robot interoperability. So we are, just really proud to have these courses, and the author of this course is actually going to be one of the guest speakers today. So we definitely have the experts talking to you today and authoring our courses. And also we offer the BIM adoption for small and mid-sized enterprises course. These are both in the Get Everything library. So if you're interested in checking those out, you can sign on to your pre-existing subscription, or you can try one of our trials, or you can purchase. Also, you can find the Global E-Training founder and CCO, Susan Bradberg, on BIMWize's The BIM Student podcast. It's really amazing. It'll be linked, once again, in the follow-up email. Okay, just a few slides on digital school, and then I'll release you guys to BIMWize. So if you haven't heard of digital school, they're also just really amazing. So digital school is an online technical design college that really prioritizes giving their students all the tools they need for a really successful career in the AEC industry, but doing it really efficiently and quickly so that you can start your career, the career of your dreams, really quite quickly, and get into the industry quite quickly as well. So I'll just kind of skim through the 4 main programs that digital school offers. If you're interested in learning more about any of these programs, we'd be happy to meet with you after and give you all the information you could possibly want. So first is the BIM Technician program. It is a certificate program. You can complete it full-time in 6 months or part-time in 12 months. Next is the Architectural Design Technology program. It is a diploma program. It is a full-time program that lasts 1 year, and we did just release part-time options for our diploma program, so you can complete it part-time in 2 years. So if you still need to work and want to do school and move into a career in the AEC industry, this is perfect for you. Or if you want to upgrade from your BIM technician certificate, it's also perfect for you. We also have an engineering design technology program, which is same timelines as the previous one, full-time a year or part-time 2 years. And we have the engineering design technology with a process piping specialty, which is a year or 2 years. Just quickly, a couple features and benefits that I think really set digital school apart. Flexible start dates. You can start whenever you want. So maybe it's your mom's birthday next week and it's just not going to work. You can really start whenever works for you. Blended learning. So our students experience a combination of virtual classroom instruction, self-paced online coursework, and one-on-one support. Career placement assistance. So we do offer assistance to current students and recent graduates with finding employment through recruitment and networking events, which has been very successful, and we put a lot of our students into really great careers. And career services, so the student support services goal is to support you in meeting your personal, academic, and career objectives. So we just really make sure that you're getting all the support that you need as a student at digital school. Just to wrap this up, a couple things that are new and exciting with digital school. Like I was saying, we are excited to announce the addition of new part-time diploma options, so you can continue working and also be getting your diploma at the same time. In addition, we are offering a quick start subsidy, so it allows learners starting within 2 months to automatically qualify and receive money to use towards their education, laptop, living expenses, or whatever they like. Maybe some skip the dishes while you're studying, whatever works. So those entering into the architecture or engineering diplomas will be given $2,000, and those entering or upgrading from our BIM technician certificate will receive $1,000. I did also just want to mention at the end of this digital school presentation here, if you're interested in hiring any of our digital school graduates, I will also attach a link in the follow-up email. We would love to talk to you, and we'd love to have you be part of our job placement program. So that's everything for the kind of overviews of just global e-training and digital school today. Like I said, if you do have any questions about anything that I talked about, feel free to throw them in the chat, and we'll get to them towards the end. Or you can book a meeting and we would be happy to tell you more about any of this stuff for global e-training or digital school or BIMWize. With that said, let me introduce you to Sandeep and Chetna. If you guys want to turn your cameras on and come introduce yourselves a little further. We're so excited to have BIMWize here today, and they've been amazing partners, and they're definitely the experts here to give you guys the information about Revit's robot interoperability. So thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for this amazing introduction, Jessa. I don't know about everybody else, but I've been looking forward to this webinar for quite some time now.
Me too.
Yeah, so I'm glad we got this opportunity to work with Global E-Training, put our expertise into a tangible format that can be used not by just a few people who get trained by us, but from a larger audience. So yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. Sandeep, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi Tracy, thanks for the introduction. I'm Sandeep Kumar and I'm a BIM coordinator at the BIMWize. And I'm very excited for this webinar to go on.
Yeah, I'm so excited too. And we're just so proud to have you guys and to capture your expertise in these courses and offer our clients them. I know they've been very well received, and we're even more excited to have you guys speak on them today for everybody. But I will release you guys to talk more about it. I'll give you the screen here. And like I said, I'll be back on towards the end of the presentation for a live Q&A and just to rehash everything that we're going to be sending out in the follow-up email from BIMWize and from Global E-Training and Digital School. But without further ado, you guys take it from here.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessa. So let's first of all introduce who we are. So all those who don't know about BIMWize, we are a BIM consulting company who not just does the Revit modeling for you. We train you, we help our clients implement BIM in the most efficient way that an organization can, which would involve services like BIM management, content creation, software training if they need any project support. All in all, we are here to provide custom BIM solutions. Some of the things that we started BIMWize with a mission that, okay, so we already introduced ourselves, myself, Chetna, Sandeep. Sandeep is a structural engineer and he's a BIM coordinator with BIMWize. I founded BIMWize in 2019, and it has been a great journey since then. But let's talk about our company a little bit. So we started BIMWize with a vision that we want to make technology adoption in AEC as accessible and as simple as it can be for anybody across the board, especially in our industry where engineering and architecture has always been very hands-on process. Adopting technology, and now the technology that is using artificial intelligence, information modeling, data analysis, and all of that, we want to make it very, very simple for, irrespective of what size of the company is it, we want to make it very, very simple and bite size for them. Our mission is to create custom and research-based BIM solutions, because not one BIM solution or one path works for everybody. For some clients, training and project support works. For some clients, project support and content creation works. So it's every company is different, every individual is different, and we try to have a solution that is best suited for that particular company or client. We have a wide range of services, but we plan our services in 4 different ways. We help with BIM adoption, training, project support, and visualization. And we have a process in which we plan, we implement, and we optimize. And in each stage, there are different services that we offer. So say, for example, from CAD to BIM migration, if somebody needs some standard compliance, and somebody needs some selective rendering. So depending on where you are in your BIM journey, we give you the solution according to that. We have been very, very passionate about awareness around BIM, awareness about design technology, construction technology, technology in AEC in general. So we do have some pursuits going out there that help you. These are free of cost resources. You can go look at our website that has blogs. We have a podcast, which has been a very, very successful podcast, by the way. It's one of a kind in our industry, and you would find some really brilliant minds and also some beginners talking about their experience, talking about how they've been on this journey, and then some really, really good products, people who designed those products for AEC. You would find wide variety of people on this podcast. As Jessa mentioned, we have Susan, as we're into the 3rd season now, and Susan was our first guest in this season. Go and listen to her podcast. I had a really good time talking to Susan about this whole BIM training and trainings in general. So do go look at it. And without further ado, I want to just introduce the 2 courses that we've recently prepared. We are doing more courses for globally training, but the first 2 courses that we have introduced and we are working on are BIM for small to medium-sized enterprises, because it's a very, very custom journey for a smaller company compared to a company that's bigger and has resources. That's one of the courses. It's a very short course. I would say go and look at this course if you already have a globally training license, or if you are into this journey and you want to explore, just get this course and see that how BIM can be customized to your particular company. So it's a short course, does not take a lot of time. I've myself prepared it, so we will be really, and we have our contact information there. If you have questions around it, we can talk about that. And the next course is Revit to robot interoperability. And Sandeep has prepared this course. He's done an amazing job, and he's put all his structural engineering understanding and explored these two courses, and he will be talking about this course. And what all is in there, and why should somebody be taking a Revit to robot course when they are considering structural analysis in BIM. So just a little bit about our first course, BIM for SMEs. So this is a course that will, if you take this course, you will, what happens with SME is that these companies have limited budgets, limited resources. They have some amazing projects, and they have very little support, both from the industry and from the AEC community. So how these companies can efficiently adopt BIM and how they can get the maximum benefit out of technology, that's what's covered in this course. We do talk about things like creating a BIM transition plan, creating an implementation plan, how to get the best resources in the market when you have limited budget, how to get the best technology, how to judge what technology to use. So that's the course that we are, it's talking about. Now, we have done something similar, BIM for SMEs, and this has actually come out of a lot of our experience, because for past 2 years, we have worked with small to medium-sized architecture companies, engineering companies, and contractors. And I've myself worked with both a big size multinational architecture engineering company, and then worked with a small company, and I saw that there is a gap between not just the budget and the resources, but also the understanding and the awareness level, and also the responsibility level of the employees when we are talking to an SME. So looking at what kind of responsibility are you do you shoulder in a company, and how can you be part of that big transition? We have covered that also in this course. But this webinar is all about Revit to robot interoperability, and I'm not keeping Sandeep away from you now. It's Sandeep's chance to show something about what this course is, and if we have any questions, Sandeep is the best person to answer. Over to you, Sandeep.
Thank you. So, hello everyone. Thank you, Chetna. Once again, I want to thank you all for being here. As it mentioned before, I'm Sandeep Kumar, and I'm a BIM coordinator at BIMWize. So coming to our course, as it mentioned before, the name of the course is Revit Robot Interoperability. You can find it on a global training platform. And I'll just quickly mention to you what to expect from this course. So key learnings of this course are going to be sending and updating the models between RSA, that is Robot Structural Analysis, and Revit, and using appropriate send and update options for Revit and Robot link, and performing the analysis in RSA, and then updating that model in Revit and viewing the results in Revit. So before we jump onto the slides, I don't know how many of you got this question in your mind, because this is the first question that came to my mind when I was first introduced to this RSA software. Yes, I learned Revit by then, and while learning RSA, to be honest with you, I had a very slight idea about this interoperable function between both of these Autodesk applications. So I was thinking why I'm learning a new structural analysis software, because I have been working with Statro and ETABS by then. So I was like, these are already well established or like worldwide recognized softwares and highly capable of doing the structural analysis work. and used by most of the engineers worldwide. I think it usually comes to our mind when we have to shift from our comfort zone and like from what you're doing until then and start adopting a new technology all of the sudden. So honestly, this is what I was thinking when I started to learn robot structural analysis. And the main thinking I got is like why I'm complicating things with this interoperable link, sending the model from one application to another, uh, and but for doing analysis and updating the model, etc. I was like, why too many things? We were able to do what we want to do before, even without this interoperable function. So I was like, why this change all of the sudden? So, but
But my
but trust
employer
me,
forced me to do this. Uh, Sandeep, hi, you're there? I think Sandeep, we just lost Sandeep here. So what I was saying that he was questioning himself so much, but then his employer forced him to look into this program. Anyways, so while Sandeep comes back online, let's look at some of the top features that that robot structural analysis gives you, which is let's talk about collaboration first. So robot structural analysis was built on the process of efficient information transfer between one platform to the other. I believe it was 2016 when Autodesk bought robot. Robot was developed by some other company, and then included it as a part of its AEC suite. So some of the top features of RSA are collaboration. It supports efficient BIM workflows, and there is interoperability. There's a seamless interoperability between Revit and Inventor and robot structural analysis. Also, when we are working on bigger projects, what we realized that Revit to RSA link exchanges information and data really fast. When we make the changes and we export it to RSA, it's really fast. It provides some really quick and precise results, and it has very robust and very non-linear algorithm at the back in the background. So which means that the speed of data transfer, the speed of analysis is really good with robot structural analysis. Also, let's face it, most of the industry in AEC for BIM, we are using Revit for structural modeling. So when we are using Revit, it just makes natural sense to use a software that becomes part of that whole process. Also, RSA comes with a flexible and open API. So you can design your own plugins, you can design your own buttons, you can also cover a broad range of structures. Your structures don't have to be just linear or just a box kind of structure. You can cover a big range of structures in that. It covers it has a lot of design codes, and it can be used in multiple languages. And while Sandeep is back, and we will hand it back to Sandeep. Sandeep, are you good to take it from here? Sandeep, are you good to take it from here? Okay, so let's give Sandeep a couple of minutes. Are you okay to take it from here?
yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I was just gone out for some reason. Sorry for that.
No problem. We are excited to listen to your take on it. I did introduce some of the top features of RSA, but I was just thinking that So you were in your mind, you were thinking that, why am I doing this? Is it some part of it is that your employer forced you to take a look at this software?
No, not like that. Because as I told you, like I've been used to doing because I I don't want to put it out because I'm a big fan of ETABS for some reason. I don't know,
Mhm,
maybe because that's the first software I went to learn or something. I'm a big
mhm,
fan of ETABS. So I was like, ETABS is very highly rated or highly capable software. Like why why we are doing why I have to do it. And when I compared, the functions are almost okay, similar. I don't want to talk too much or brag about ETABS, but the functions are similar though. So I was
mhm,
like, why? Because that at that time I don't know this interoperable function though,
uh-huh.
and I don't know the price of ETABS too. So to put
You
it out.
didn't know the price of
So,
ETABS also. Okay,
no,
so
no, no.
let's talk about that when you started working on this software and when you started, creating a course around it. And I talked about the top features of RSA, and I explained what we have. But if you want to add to that, do add to that.
So can I start talking about the features or is it explained
We
already?
already talked about it,
Okay.
but if there's anything else that you want to talk about, or we can move to the next slide.
Oh, there are so many features. These are just the top features we have. The RSA has them.
Okay.
RSA has many features in the next slide. We can look at it the next slide.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next slide, and which talks about why RSA over other structural analysis software. So let's talk. Why did finally Sandeep make a choice? Why did he move from ETABS to RSA?
Yeah, these are a couple of reasons which made me to prefer RSA with above other softwares. It's user friendly and has a better user management. Because RSA is one of the friendliest softwares we have. Because how you say, yes, ETABS is good. ETABS is good though, but this is better user friendly compared to the other softwares I used or I've been using. Why
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this is, even if you never worked with this structural analysis softwares before, RSA, the graphic interface RSA has, it will make it easy for you to work on or to display the results in a clear and precise way. That means like you can easily understand what's going on there. Like, yes, you can model and analyze, but understanding the results is the most important part when you're performing the structural analysis. So on that basis, like RSS graphic interface is very easy to understand. And whether you are a professional in designing and analysis of the structure, or an engineer or an architect looking to expand your knowledge on advanced structural analysis, this graphic interface makes it very easy for you. So that's why I said like it's user friendly and better user management, and it's very fast, and it has a state of art meshing module. As I
Mm-hmm.
said above, this software is, as it mentioned in the before slide, on the feature speed. Like I think when you mentioned about
Okay,
the
we can
speed,
go back to that. Yeah, we can go back to that.
yeah. On this speed topic, yeah, we can go forward. So
Oh.
as I said, this software is very fast,
Mm-hmm.
accurate in providing the results, and
Mm-hmm.
RSA, for example, like in RSA, while you're doing the wind analysis, it forms the wind tunnel and provides us with the live wind simulation on the structure. So, for example, if you're performing that wind simulation in for a higher rise building, like a 100 or 200 floors building, it takes a lot of time for the software to analyze and perform and give you the wind analysis results. But in RSA, like when you go and use that software, it just happens like in no time. That was the best feature I observed while I was performing the wind analysis especially.
Mm-hmm.
And even in complex results generation, RSA is capable of generating them in no time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and it has advanced analytical capabilities. Robot structural analysis allows the structural engineers to perform analysis on structures through a series of analysis capabilities to evaluate the behavior of structure under different types of loadings. So the program contains finite element capabilities and it meshes the structure for analysis as well as design codes. And it has a capacity to design reinforced concretes and also the steel members too. And the next point, it's easy to learn. There's so many online sources available to learn this software, which are free, which makes it easy for everyone to learn this application. There's so many platforms. Let's take Autodesk. Like the Autodesk itself has so many videos and materials, and also like so many webinars on this course. So our global and also our globally training platform. It also provides the RSA course separately, along with this Revit robot interoperability course. That's why I said if you're planning to learn this course, there's so many sources available out there, and I even looked at the course in globally training before we were developing this Revit robot interoperability course. It is really good, and trust me when I say this, look into it, and I'm sure it won't disappoint you for it.
Okay.
And coming to the next point, as it mentioned before, RSA can design a wide range of structures such as steel structures, concrete structures, or either reinforced concrete structures, timber structures, etc. It has a wide range of, it covers the broad range of structures. And this allows the designer to work with country-specific regulations, units, and design codes. RSA has a database of materials and sections from 70 built-in design codes. It has the 70 built-in design codes from where you can get the materials, different materials, the software itself. And RSA covers over 40 international steel codes and also three different types of reinforced codes. And as it mentioned in the next point, and RSA is a multilingual software and capable of representing your project in 14 different languages, such as English, French, Russian, Portuguese, Japanese, etc. So that feature is good because when you have that country specific language, for some people where there's a communication problem, it's very easy for them to project what they are doing to the clients or someone in a better way. So last but not least, the main feature, which is pricing. This application is not expensive, as I said, when compared to other structural analysis softwares. And the better part is it comes as a part of Autodesk suite. And because this pricing is very important for small to medium sized companies, because it has to be affordable, and also especially for the students who want to learn the software. They can't just go and spend like $5,000 or $6,000 on a software just to learn that one. What is best with RSA, as I said, is it comes as a part of Autodesk suite. If you're a small and medium sized company, and if you already have an Autodesk license, this comes as a part of it. Let's say you're a student and you will get the Autodesk license for the Autodesk suite for any year for free on your student license, where you can get both of these softwares, Revit and RSA. You don't need to go purchase it from anywhere or spend your money. You have the online resources available, and you have the student license for free, and you have both of these softwares, and also the other softwares such as Naviswork, like Inventor, or Fusion. All these softwares, they come as a part. So that's a better part with this pricing. And it can't get better than this. Yes, the other softwares you might get a trial version for sure, but for what, a month or a 45 days? What if you can't finish what you want in those month or a 45 days? This gives, but here you get an year with so many other softwares, as I said, such as Naviswork, AutoCAD, etc. Along with this Autodesk suite.
So we talked about, Sandeep, we talked about all of this. Do you want to show a little bit of, like, if somebody is when we are doing this course, what do we need to be prepared for? So we'll take the globally training license, and will take this course. But on the software side, what do we need to be prepared as to take this course?
Yeah, we can move to the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, of course you need to have both Revit and RSA installed in your system. So along with that, like if you're a first time going to learn this course, I would highly recommend you to um, get yourself better at Revit structures, and also you need to know how to use RSA, how to analyze your model in RSA. So then only you can keep both of those software knowledges together and perform this interoperability function very well, and you can get better results from it. So this first image here, it shows the structural analysis toolkit. This is the major thing if you want to perform the interoperable function between Revit and RSA. So this toolkit is I'm going to explain a little bit about this toolkit. This toolkit consists of two components mainly. It has the link that is used to transfer the model from Revit to RSA to perform the advanced analysis on that structure. And the second component it has is the structural result storage and exploration tools, which are used for the result manager to review, download, or remove the results package. And also it has the results explorer to display the result maps and diagrams on the elements in Revit after the analysis in RSA. So there is a trick with this structural analysis toolkit. If you're using the versions of Revit 2021 and RSA of 2021 versions, if you have both of these applications installed on your system, there is no need for this toolkit. There is no need for you to download this toolkit. The link is automatically available in the application itself. But if you only have the Revit installed in your system and you don't have the RSA, then yes, of course, you need to download this. But for the versions 2021, this is available in Autodesk desktop application, and it's free. You no need to pay for this toolkit. And for the versions below 2021, that is 2020 versions, this link is available in Autodesk App Store, not the desktop application. You have to go to the Autodesk App Store to find this structural analysis toolkit link. In our course, Revit Robot Interoperability, we use the versions 2020 for both RSA and Revit, and the direct link to download this toolkit is provided there along with the slides in the course. And coming to the second image, the second image indicates the Revit interface with this with that structural analysis toolkit downloaded. And here you can see in Revit, you need to go to that Analyze tab. When you click on that Analyze tab, on the far right corner, you can see there is a RSA link. That's what you use to that's the option you use to transfer your model from, you transfer your analytical model from Revit structures to RSA. And there are different send and update options that are gonna come after this step. You need to how to put this, yeah, there are different send options. There's not just one option. You click send and it's not going to go to robot. There are a few different options. You need to better understand those options before you transfer that model to RSA, or else the model is not going to transfer properly, or the model is not at all going to transfer to RSA. So these are just the first two steps of the whole Revit robot interoperability process. There is much more to this process, like discussion on various end options, as I said, performing analysis of the models in RSA, and updating the results back into Revit using the structural analysis toolkit. We have it as it's shown before, like we have it clearly explained with videos, related materials and models to download and practice on a globally training platform. If you're interested in this, we highly recommend you all to go there and check out the complete course. I think that brings end to this slides on the course. And yeah, thanks again, and sorry for losing you all.
That's fine. That's fine. In this technical world, things can happen, so that's fine. But yeah, like I would again like to emphasize that, you know, we buy all these amazing software, we buy all these, you know, suites, and when we spend money on all this amazing stuff, one part of our pursuit in BIM awareness is that make best of the money that you have put in towards buying this. So say for example, when we buy an AEC suite right now, AEC suite, I mean, most of us, if you're using Revit, AutoCAD, and maybe Navisworks, we buy AEC suite from Autodesk. Revit robot comes as part of it. It's free of cost, and we can really you know, just with some limited resources, we can have an end-to-end modeling to analysis workflow right within a structural engineering company. Having said that, this is all about that we're creating these courses with globally training, but towards the end, I just want to also show that we have a new BIM training course coming at BIMWize. We are using globally training, and it's Get Everything library. We have picked up some of the best courses of these library, and we have some of our own courses, and we have created a BIM training program. It's a 12-week comprehensive training program for all those who are already working in the industry, but they want to pivot into a BIM role, or they want to move into a role which is more technology driven, a VDC role or a BIM role. This program prepares you for that. It's a 12-week program. It's out on our website, and it has not just one software, but we are training in different software, Revit, Robot, and there are other amazing software that I don't want to just disclose here right now, but there are other amazing software that we would be training in. We also have a BIM theory module, which helps people understand what BIM is all about, and the standards and the processes and the procedures and everything. We will be using Globally Training's platform for all our hosting our online trainings and all the study material, but we're also picking up some amazing courses from Globally Training because they are certified courses. These courses are vetted by Autodesk, by CanBIM, and we are just using those courses and making part of a big program and giving everybody the best product. So do check this out. With this, I would want to end this webinar. Thank you so much for all those who have logged in today and listened into this. I think we've had a great discussion, and over to you, Jessa.
Hello, amazing presentation, you guys. I feel like I learned a lot. So, you know, that's always great in my books, and I'm sure everyone else did too. So thank you so much for doing that. We do just have a couple of questions. One, I think more for me, and I think two, maybe it looks like for you. Firstly, are there any prerequisites for your guys' BIM course?
Prerequisites for our course?
Yeah.
You need to have at least 1 year of working experience in the industry, in AEC industry. Doesn't have to be like so many, but at least they should know how we work here. And you need to have a professional experience of at least 1 year. That's the minimum we expect.
Perfect. The same person also asked if there's any prereqs for joining digital school. So great question. So for digital school, I would really just encourage you, we can kind of work with you from anywhere, but usually it's like high school or GED, I believe. But you know what? I would really encourage you to meet with one of our advisors to learn more, and they can kind of work with you from where you're at. And we just really love getting people started. So like I said, we usually work with you from where you're at. And then what made you choose this topic for a course? So I think that's maybe a good question for Sandeep or both of you. And I think you touched on it a bit, but if you want to just give the brief overview of what made you choose Revit Robot Interoperability for a global e-training course.
I think Sandeep should answer this question.
Perfect.
Yeah, as I said, I can't imply this to everyone, but as I said before, like when I was learning that, I don't know much about this interoperable function. Like I was doing analysis on some other software, but I would say I was like, why you need to go buy some other, and why you need to buy Autodesk separately, and why you need to buy another software to perform analysis when Autodesk has a software where you can do everything, where you can perform advanced analysis, not just even analysis. Revit, yes, Revit can do structural analysis too, but Revit has its limitations. So when you have both these softwares, which complements each other beautifully, and also supports BIM process in their own ways, is like why not use these softwares to their best, and why to their best, and like why not
Why spend more
use,
money? Why use
yeah,
that?
yeah, why you
Make
need to
a
spend more money, why?
right.
Perfect. And we just got one more question while you were answering that. Great answer. I don't know if you guys, obviously, I don't know, but how similar is Robot to RAM products? You guys know?
Robot.
All right.
RAM?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm giving you a right answer, but yes, this robot is not the features of this robot are not unique. It has the features where you can see it from the other softwares too. Like it can do finite element analysis. Yes, the other softwares can do finite element analysis too. It does auto meshing, and other softwares has auto meshing. So I think there are similarities. I don't know much about. I didn't understand what that RAM was, but yes, I think there's a lot of similarities with other structural analysis softwares, if that's what you're asking me.
Perfect. I do think that that's a really great answer. We got another one, so we're just gonna keep them coming, I guess. So what is the difference between BIM 360 and Revisto? And thanks for the informative session.
Okay, I think Sandeep has done a YouTube video on BIM 360 issue tracking and stuff. Sandeep, do you want to answer that?
Yes, they both are issue tracking platforms though. BIM 360, as I said before, like it comes with the Revit, and Revit, so like you need to go outside and purchase a BIM the issue tracking software. So it's they are same, but use BIM. If you have Revit, use BIM 360.
Yeah, I also think no, what I also feel is BIM 360 is not just for issue tracking. It has other features. It has a lot of modules for, actually now it's not even called BIM 360 anymore. It's called Autodesk Construction Cloud, and it has a lot of other features, a lot of RFI management features, build features. So it has, issue tracking is just one of the many features that we have. It has a design coordination feature. It has model coordination features. You can do clash detections in there. So BIM 360, which is now Autodesk Construction Cloud, it's not just for issue tracking. However, BIMTrack is sorry, not BIMTrack, Revisto is just for issue tracking and collaboration. So it does one specific task. Also, BIMTrack is, I think it's compatible with many other software like ArchiCAD and
Revit, AutoCAD.
yeah, it's compatible with many other BIM tools. Whereas with Autodesk Construction Cloud or BIM 360, it's mostly the Autodesk products that we use with that.
Wow, I'm learning so much. This is great. Awesome. I think that that's all the questions we have today. If any more come up, if anybody has any questions for any of us here, feel free to respond to the follow-up email. And I'm happy to connect you guys or get the answer for you, because I know there's been a lot of great information. Sometimes a question comes to you later. So that's totally fine too. Just as we wrap things up here, I just wanted to kind of go over, like I said, the links to all of our amazing information and courses and everything going on that's going to come to you via email this afternoon. So I'm going to be sending, like I said, a follow-up email. It's going to include links to the BIM course program through BIMWize. So that'll be on there, as well as the BIM student podcast. It's really amazing. I listened to it recently. I'm a really big fan, so I do encourage you guys to check it out. Like we said, Susan Bradberg, our founder and chief customer officer, she does have an episode, I guess, on it. That's really great. Is it an episode when it's a podcast? I don't know. Anyways, she does have an episode on it. So I will link that and the podcast as a whole. Feel free to check it out. I'll also be linking the courses that have specifically been authored by BIMWize. You can try them via your current subscription, a trial. You can purchase whatever you like. There'll be all of the links I talked about through Digital School earlier in the webinar. And we encourage you to book a meeting with Global eTraining or Digital School if you want to follow up on any of the things we talked about earlier on in the webinar. I'll also link Sandeep and Chetna's personal LinkedIn, so you guys can go follow them. They're, as you've heard, know their stuff. So good people to follow. Yeah, so like I said, all that will be linked in the email. If you don't see it, maybe just check your spam. Sometimes it ends up there, but it's going to be chock full of great information. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this webinar. Oh, and sorry, one last thing that will be in the follow-up email is a replay of the webinar today. So if there's anything that you guys wanted to check out again, or you forgot, or you want to share it with somebody, totally feel free to do so. That will be there for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's been an honor, and I think we've all learned a lot. And yeah, hopefully many great courses in the future together, and hopefully many more great webinars. So
yeah.
Joining us.
Yes, I'm glad we're able to do this, and we're able to add some value to Global eTraining platform, and we're able to add some value to people who are using Global eTraining already. So we're glad we're part of this huge digital transformation that our industry is going through. So we're glad we're doing that. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Jessa.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.